with Sephiroth. So Laird, not unfamiliar in the matchup, right? We just saw them get a refresher against Undersea Nautilus.
Yeah, so he knows how to fight this character.
Ooh, able to get the falling forward, just waiting for Laird's, or excuse me, for Scribble's next option, instead of immediately committing to a button.
Alright, there we go. Catches to jump in with the short hop up there. Pretty good answer.
I don't know about that down tilt. I do believe Laird was in like a position where they can actually like just set up a 50-50 for themselves. Down tilt to catch air dodge, jump forward to catch like a jump out or something. So yeah, I don't know why they went for that. Oh boy.
Lord help me, I air dodged too low. Oh my god. He wanted to air dodge in to grab the ledge, but he was just a little bit too low. Game denied him. He's gonna have to drop that stock. And now we are playing from a deficit against Samus. Oh man. All this damage is gonna hurt. Every single bit. And
Laird has
Samus
like a charge shot on deck constantly. Scribble is not always constantly getting up there close enough to be able to challenge that. Good patience from Laird getting back onto the stage. No risk of getting hit by neutral B quite yet. Still has all of the options getting back on. Catches the drop shield and perhaps the jump out of the shield, but God bless ultimate multi-hits and especially Samus multi-hits because they're difficult.
Yeah, difficult to work with. Alright, charge shot, just gonna sit under this platform, shoot that charge shot. How are you gonna approach me? Because I don't have to do anything in the position I'm in.
Charge shot has so much frame advantage on hit. Like, Laird is doing an excellent job of constantly picking the best follow-up in any situation. Scribble has to be a little bit more careful about the way that they're dashing in. Falling up, they're going to be setting up into a juggle. Tries to space it forward and had the right idea, but just a little bit too far back.
That was actually a good run-up shield. Just ran up a little bit, put the shield up just to scout out what, oh, that poke. You needed that. Just to scout out what Scribble would go for, and as soon as they got an idea, okay, you might shield here, the grab came out immediately. Yeah, Laird is just dominating this mid-range game. It has been a tough time for Scribble this entire set so far.
Yeah.
Did that tilt just kill full stage?
Yep, and not even just F tilt killed full stage. Weak hit charge shot, the absolute weakest variant, had enough frame advantage at that point at 150% to be able to get frame into F tilt, and that killed.
Character's nuts.
Listen, Samus got the follow-ups off of charge shot. You just have to be able to bait them out and try to hit through them. Pivot cancel F tilt is so big in this matchup with Sephiroth, but we haven't seen too much of it.
Alright, let's see. Laird smartly delaying his recovery so he doesn't get caught by the Octa Slash there. But even with that delayed recovery, Laird is still trying to find a way to get past Scribble so he can actually get back to the center. This is the most time. Good at it. Give me that. That was the most amount of time that Scribble had advantage the entire game so far. And you needed all of that just to get back in this game. Now you got to do some damage on your final stock. Down tilt and dash attack clank. That makes me uncomfortable. I've never seen that.
I really like the way, actually, like going back to it a little bit, the way that Scribble treated off stage, because they just kept forcing Laird into a worse and worse position, even if they didn't connect any of their attacks, just so that they could then connect the up B as they forced Laird to recover from a certain position. So sometimes it's not always about immediately connecting a hit, but just to be able to make your opponent recover in an awful spot.
Right. Put them in a position where it's easier to cover what they do next. It's almost as good as a hit. Right. So Laird back on the stage right here.
139%. This could be just a couple of pummels into an up at this point.
Yeah, but this could also just be a nair back there from Sephiroth, and we're talking about a completely different outcome. So I think they both have something to fear here. But I would be remiss if I was to say that Laird is any bit as pressured as Scribble was. And speak of the devil, F smash, you bit that down smash, I'm gonna get you.
I really like the way that Laird, towards the end of that game, just mixed up their timing completely. Or rather, the options that they were picking. So for most of that game, they were opting to go for a lot of charge shot. They were trying to bait out approaches and were able to get away with punishes. But then finally, on that final stock, they just quickly hit up that change. So we saw instead a bunch of missiles coming out, constantly forcing jumps in, and as a result, Scribble just did not have enough time to adapt. So sometimes pulling out those kinds of things on the last stock can be so useful.
I'm still thinking about how that entire game was an uphill battle, and then Scribble got right there, and it just was enough to actually bring it home. But
Just wasn't enough.
I think you got enough valuable data there that you can come out with a better game plan for the next game. So we're probably going to see a bit more aggression come out from Scribble in a smart and calculated sort of way, as opposed to just like running up, shielding, and seeing what happens. Because like that's what Samus wants you to do. Samus wants you to get to that position where you just like don't know what you want to do when you dash forward. Yeah, Scribble was doing a good job as the game went on, adjusting how they approached keeping Laird in that disadvantaged state.
Yeah, that's always the name of the game against Samus. How can I approach safely? How can I approach ambiguously? And how do I know when a committed calls an option out? You can't keep getting Laird. You can't keep letting Laird get away with so many charge shots, as they were before. You have to anticipate the spaces that they go for it and try to hit past it sometimes, because that projectile doesn't do all that much damage. So many hits can either clank with it or hit past it.
I think it's just a matter of we're talking about a charge shot, right? Yeah, I think it's just a matter of risk or reward at that point, because even though the baby charge shots don't do a whole lot, if I break through it, yeah, cool. Like I might get a hit on Samus, but if I don't, that's a hit confirmed for the opponent. I don't want that. I don't want this damage.
Who gets that back throw, gets that back throw. Now setting up that edge guard once again. You see the way that Laird has started to change it up a little bit. They understand if I go low, I'm going to be getting hit by up B like that, like they did before, and losing their stock at basically any percent. Right. So this time they're making themselves ambiguous, opting for the high recovery. Scribble needs to adapt to that.
Also making it a little like... It sounds like a simple game plan. Oh, I would die if I recover low. Like, I'm just going to recover high. So you would think Scribble just goes, okay, I'll cover high. But the way this down B is coming out and the amount of movement Samus has when they go up near her, it's a little tougher to just go out and like try to throw a hit by someone. So good on Laird not making it free at all for Scribble to get anything off stage. That tilt's going to shield folk. Let's see, is there a back to that? Oh, okay. I thought that was gonna be it. Jesus.
Yeah, no. Laird is just probably so confident that up tilt's gonna be able to do it. Scribble for the first time. Now gonna be sitting with a lead at 79%. Yeah, Samus just needs like a really good charge shot confirm again to be able to take this stock, or just a raw smash attack.
Yeah, well, we're at the second hardest part of fighting Samus. All right, I got the lead. How hard can I push this lead before I inevitably drop this stock? But we got the wing. So our job is a lot. Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought that was gonna be.
Yeah, at this
like
point,
as I said it.
Yeah, anything can kill, but just because of that, yeah. Dashing right in. Gets up thrown. That's a Samus, baby. Up throws are so good. And up throw that kills, if you got that, man, you've basically made it.
Yeah,
so
really good stuff. You have access to like, a throw that KOs. Bless you.
Bless you, yeah. Sometimes you get, you know, like Fox, man. What do you do at high percent against shield? Soft food. That's why. I'm
a grab anyway. Make a statement. I will be crying though. That will be happening.
I will be pummeling you 18 times, and just like with each one, a different tear falls down my cheek. Laird, just look at the way that they're moving around the stage. So effective, so efficient. You know, every time that they back off, they take the time to charge up, charge shot again. So there really is no time wasted. Scribble had a good idea, covering roll like that, but just a little bit too late on punishing on reaction. So they're gonna have to initiate F tilt a little bit earlier.
There we go. Finally got that short hop forward there. Now we're in a really good spot. Laird flashing that charge shot, making sure that Scribble knows what's on the table here. If you mess up, just know what's coming out next. Alright, puts that bomb at the ledge, makes him recover low, and now it is time for option coverage. If you didn't have that extra jump, if you did not have that extra jump. Oh my god.
Laird had the lead, but, you know, when you got that many jumps, when you got jump acceleration that's that good as well, you'll be able to get yourself into safety in no time. So, your spacing has to be pixel perfect to get a jump call out on somebody like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, like I said, that bomb recovery, oh, it's so good. Up throw?
Up.
Give me that. Give me that. Yeah, you hold shield. Playing shield chicken against characters that have access to those kill throws, I want
to see Scribble that. I really want to see a lot more spot dodges at mid-range like that, because Laird has consistently established, hey, this is the kind of kill I'm looking for at this space. We've seen it multiple times. Love that stall. Laird is no longer going to be falling into that up B like we saw in game 1 between the two. We're just constantly waiting for it. Gets the down through onto the forward because of the missed tech onto the platform.
Oh, this is control. Yeah, control. as soon as he got that Sega stock off, that game was essentially over.
Oh my
We
god.
had momentum. We had a read on the opponent.
Yeah.
We had that down air lined up perfectly for the low recovery.
Scribble thought that
amazing.
they were safe. They saw the charge shot come out. Laird immediately canceled it after recognizing that he probably forced the low recovery option. Right? When you start charging a projectile like that, your immediate thought is, okay, I don't want to jump, I don't want to go high, what if I get my jump called out, what if I get my next option called out? I'm going to try to go low to wait, right? So Laird baited it out, was able to get a kill as a result. Beautiful play. You know, Scribbles had a bit of momentum in the beginning, but Laird quickly snatched it back for themselves.
And now we're going to try to see Scramble the final answer for game 3. I feel like Sephiroth is good here. I'm only like entertaining the idea of a character swap just because we saw Scribbles change characters like twice before. 3 characters in 3 games. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, okay, he's sticking with Sephiroth. There we go. I was afraid of the Crumb or Corn coming out, but you don't need those. You just need to have a complete game, and you can get yourself on the board here.
Yeah, and now gonna be jumping into game 3, so this is a really important game. Obviously the winner of this is gonna be moving on to grand finals on winner's side, and the loser is gonna drop to loser's finals. So obviously nobody wants to drop at this point. Scribble has a lot of making up to do. Wow, just crossing up Laird, prioritizes getting back onto the stage instead of immediately pressing a button, which I can respect.
Alright, down air land. Yover's gonna slide back to center stage, but that down tilt's gonna meet him.
Look at the way that oh my god, Laird baited it out! That movement is so good! These early charge shot cancels are constantly forcing options out of Scribble, which means Scribble, they have to just be a little bit more steadfast in their approaches and be a little bit less willing just to go immediately at it, because, wow. Laird's play is so solid right now.
Yeah, it's really nice to look at. Like, they have a game plan and they are executing it to perfection right now. Alright, back at center stage here. Right, now Scribble's trying to find a way to break that zone, and it'd be a perfect time to do so, because if they can land any solid hit right here, like that up smash on the whiffed F tilt, oh man.
That wasn't just a whiffed F tilt, baby. That was the ultimate sticky platform special.
Love that.
Laird, above all else, wanted to drop down back in, instead got a turnaround F tilt, because it's difficult to get off of platforms in Ultimate, since you can't buffer drop downs. The window for it's a little bit difficult, and you can easily get a crash out, so it just kind of sucks.
Yeah, you have to like input a little bit of a walk first. It makes it a lot easier to get down. Oh, okay, yeah, don't jump back to this ledge. I'm covering that. That's good. That's real good.
Ooh, I like that jumping back onto the center of the stage. Laird quickly faked out Scribble and then immediately retreated back onto the platform. Good way just to like burn out the Angel invulnerability. Love that charge shot mix up, just catching Scribble over committing to neutral B in that position.
Let's see if we can find any sort of ground here. Oh, that pivot grab is going to do it. Now Laird has the stage. You can flash charge shot. And every time that charge shot comes out, even if Laird doesn't shoot it, I feel like the momentum of the game switches a little bit. Just because Scribble sees charge shot and immediately thinks, oh, there's so many ways I can get hit by this. And it just changes everything.
Oh,
yeah,
the
see,
jab
like
into the dash back, turnaround charge shot. That was so good. Just catching all these dash hins, the way that they're mixing up out of jab. I mean, it's just textbook Samus stuff. Back throw for a bit of stage control. He goes down a couple of down Bs and able to get the down air. Right now, this is a huge lead for Laird. But Sephiroth can quickly make that disappear in an instant.
Oh my god, yo, yeah, you were kidding.
Timing.
Back throw back air.
My timing. My timing is so sick.
No rage whatsoever. Just raw at 0. Yeah, I'm gonna get this.
Hire me for these events, guys. I can predict the future. Anyways, right now, Scribble has quickly attained the lead for themselves, piling on all this damage at the ledge, catching Laird's defensive options. They need to mix it up. They have got to start spot dodging or rolling, but just they can't keep sitting in shield like that.
Alright, with the screw attack, but that up air just missed a little bit. Down air is gonna get Laird back off stage where he's been this entire stock. F tilt gonna cut off that drop down forward attempt. That's Samus clap. They love doing that. So every time you can cut that off right before it comes out, great spot.
Wow, Laird has just not been able to get out of this advantage for like the past half minute.
Oh, I like the dash back.
That F tilt could be so huge. They had a good idea, but unfortunately they drifted in a little bit too much. They needed to fade back with the forward if they wanted to be able to connect it. Right now, Laird setting up with missiles at the ledge against Sephiroth. That down smash spacing was so good.
Yeah, that F tilt was like one of the only things in this entire roster you have to worry about at that moment in time.
That missile preemptively going to be stuffing out neutral beater. Samus actually rolling past the first hit of up tilt, and thus it doesn't actually connect into itself. Oh man.
I thought he was going to throw the full charge, but he's just so confident he doesn't need it.
Yeah.
The sweet spot F tilt going to do it from the ledge jump. We're starting to catch those. Ledge jumps are getting less and less safe.
Laird was getting way too aggressive off of the ledge like that. You can't keep... It's a good option at times, but when you have disjoints as big as Sephiroth's and you go through something as committal as drop-down double jump options, you are asking to get yourself hit back off stage.
That was a good adjustment. A lot of good adjustments for Scribble came out of that game. He was a little less... He kept the respect for charge shot, but he wasn't afraid of it like he was the previous 2 games. He was catching the ledge jumps, which he wasn't catching before. And the most important part, when he's in the position to hold center stage and just wait for the damage to come to him, he's making the most of it.
Yeah,
a bunch of critical adjustments.
Yeah, Laird had 2 things. Sitting and shield in the corner because they got called out for that like 6 times in a row before they were like, hey, I don't actually think I should be doing that. And drop down double jump option. So, yeah, as long as they can mix that up, make them play a little bit safely, maybe wait a little bit longer at the ledge. Yo, these jabs.
Yeah,
what
they're messing
more can
them
I
up.
say?
I feel like I don't think there is an adjustment for that because the jab mix-ups that Samus gets on a character is as big as Sephiroth. Like, you just gotta deal with those. Just don't be there to begin with.
Oh, and again, see? No double jump off stage, but okay, so Scribble had a good idea with committing like that, but they just needed to make sure that the spacing was good. Right. So they had the good idea, execution flopped just a little teeny tiny bit. Scintilla not going to get punished quite yet. Laird probably just overestimating the distance of the grab. Oh, that's scary.
Oh, so much damage. Everything was fine when I got grabbed, and then you got hit with the back air after the back throw, and the orbs went off, and now you're in a really bad spot. Fully charged Giga Flame, is it going to be able to catch the recovery? It is, and that's going to be the stock.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, honestly, there's just like a couple of positions from which you were forced to pick a recovery option. There are times when you just spend enough time off stage, there is no counter play, only suffering. So you just have to make sure you're snapping onto the ledge before that actually happens. Laird tries to get the punish, but grab is so slow out of shield for Samus, especially if the hit comes out. So
yeah, it's more of a reaction for other characters if they want to grab out of shield, but for Samus and other type of characters, it has to be like a soft read in order to get that grab out of shield. Alright, charge shot. Can't really punish the rear grab there, so you're going to get back to him for your troubles. The bombs are off stage. Yep, cutting off that recovery. And he's ready for it. I like the way he's recovering. He's recovering in a way where the bombs are not threatening his recovery too much. So even if they do hit him, he can just safely drop back down and try it again.
Right now, Scribble should just play the range where they're completely avoiding grab at all costs. Up throw is more than enough to be able to do it. A good jump lead will be able to do it. Any good hit, but good hits don't matter when you're stuck at the ledge against Sephiroth, and fishing for those hits a little
My shield! Somebody help! Oh my god!
That's it. That's the stock.
I had most of my shield. Why'd that down smash take it away? Oh my goodness. Now Scribble is in a really good spot here. I got an orb on Laird. Up 2 stocks. Okay, no, whiff grab, but he's just going to opt to get away, go back to center. And that forward air is finally going to take that first stock away. But you have a whole other stock to play with before you can even think about this game being even. So, we're going to talk about advantage. This is it.
Yeah, we have seen Laird really put on the damage before, so now they really are fishing for a lot of these charge shot confirms, but more than anything, they're forcing a lot of unsafe jumps from Scribble. And as a result, look at that, 80% already on the board, so quickly, so fast. That side B, oh my god, that was unfortunate. It didn't go above the stage, but didn't like immediately explode either. It just like kind of stuck.
This could get a little dicey. Oh, is that a read? Is that a read or a misinput? I don't know.
Both.
That's weird.
Simultaneously.
Yeah, both at the same time.
Yes,
right.
somebody, it's a lead, okay? Doesn't matter if it's a misinput or not, at the end of the day, it's a lead somewhere.
Alright, bombs off stage. Laird looking for a way to set up this charge shot or this forward smash, actually, but that's
spot dodge.
Yes,
Yeah, able to get out of the corner, able to fight the way back on. Right now, Scribbles, both of them can just take a stock at any point that they please. Scribble has all the momentum, they have all the tempo that they need, so you just see how scary they can get with their movement. Dashing
he was trying
in,
to set up that
dashing out.
F-tilt right there, but he got stuffed out. Scribble's in a really good spot here. They don't have to do anything special. They don't have to push any sort of. Oh, you can if you want to. Let's go. Get that up there. We're going to game 5.
Yeah, this is going to game 5 in a really unexpected fashion. The way that we saw, game 1 and game 2 transpire, I kind of thought Laird had it in the bag, but Scribble actually is proving themselves to be quite the set play player. They make amazing adaptations as the set goes on. We saw this against Infernape when they were down 2-0, and then they made a reverse comeback against Infernape, and we're seeing the same exact thing come into fruition right now. So, they're getting greens, they're making adaptations. That's exactly what you have to do when you're a set play character like Sephiroth.
He's also showing that it is not possible for him to win games unless his back is against the wall. We're looking at another possible reverse 3-0 here. Because it's, again, against Infernape, he went down 2-0 against the Diddy. The Crom didn't work, the Sephiroth didn't work. So he brought up the Corrin, and he won 3 games right off of that.
Yep.
Okay? And here in this set, goes down 2-0 against Laird. And we're looking at 2-2 right now, possibly talking about Scribble versus 3-0 in this game 5. And we're seeing the same character sticking out here. Sephiroth versus Samus once again. Are they going to PS2 for the 5th? Have they switched stages? I don't think they have. I can't remember. No, they're on Battlefield. They were on small Battlefield before. So we're going to a regular Battlefield this time.
This is an excellent stage for Samus, just able to play under the platforms in a really, really safe way. Just move around them as well. Able to get the down throw into the forward tech chase. I think that would have been actually able to cover any option at that point. So.
Oh, just straight up ran up and grabbed him. That's confidence. Having a grab with that frame data and just running up on him and grabbing regardless. Like, I don't care what your option is. Like, I am pressing Z right now. And that's why we see Battlefield come out from Laird right here. You see that screw attack on the shield, we can just retreat to the top platform, no problem.
Ooh, yes, until it's still going to be able to trigger on the projectile, not strong enough to be able to hit through it. And Laird dashes right in. So that is, once again, just like a bit of a 5 check. So Laird swinging a little bit right now, getting a little bit too antsy with initiating some of these hits.
Hey, my shield! Come on now! Come on now!
How do you think Samus feels like, you know, when they get shield broken? They're just like, ah!
I would be mad.
Yeah.
I'd be screaming at the top of my lungs at my TV right now.
Yeah.
All right. So this is oh my god, back air, and the orb's gonna go off. All right. F tilt whiff, a little unfortunate, but we just retreat back to center. Everything is all good. It is okay. It is a little less okay. We're at the ledge against Samus.
Laird,
right.
again, like they're always in a position to be able to punish those, but they just have to be able to get those whiff. They just have to like press it a little bit sooner. So they're just thinking a little bit too much and not relying on the reactions as much as they need to be. Up throw is going to be able to kill, yeah, more than enough knockback to be able to do it at that point.
So now, Laird has evened up the stocks a little bit, but he's staring this 94% deficit straight in the face right now. This dash tag almost doing it.
Almost doing it. Excellent jump. Forces the double jump, but no punish on that quite yet. That is going to be the regrab. Tries to get up attack back on, but runs out of legend vulnerability at the worst possible moment. Oh, this could be big.
Oh man, that platform tech saves Scribble right there from taking a nasty follow, potentially losing stage control here. Laird got 2 orbs on him. He's going to try to find a way to land, and I was going to say bring up that shield, find some sort of invincibility you can use to have them not go off on you.
Going out is an excellent choice because as Sephiroth, you can easily set up into a shield break in that position. Back throw for a bit of stage. This is where Samus thrives, baby. Oh, what do we got?
Oh, the PTSD all came back. It all came rushing back.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you got shield broken again, I'd have been like, alright, that's it. We're done skis.
Alright, now this game is as even as it's been since the start, and just as I say that, it is no longer even. Laird has a stock lead. That charge shot is going to do it, and now it is your job to not die from that first and foremost, and now tack on as much extra credit damage as you can get, because this is in a position like this, you need the biggest buffer possible, but you are currently working with none because you got hit with that forward tilt. So now here we are, game 5, last stock. Make it happen.
Ooh, double up air, maybe not. Ooh, just fades back and catches that air dodge. Scribble getting a little bit too antsy, mashing out some unsafe defensive options. Right now, Laird, emotional advantage for sure because they're throwing out some good buttons. Scribble getting too antsy with some of those.
Oh man, this is rough. This is super rough going here. You were in control for the entire game.
Oh,
now it comes down to even percent, even stock at 0-0, and now you have lost all control of this game. Laird is in full control right now. Scribble is trying to find a way to get back to stage so he can actually use the wing that he got. That forward air might do it.
That is going to be
saw
able
the
to
jump
do
come
it.
out.
Wow.
Almost got out of that.
Yeah, I guess Sephiroth did not have enough air acceleration to be able to